He testified. Nadine then brought him a piece of paper and went back into the House. Uribe said the senator had him write down the names he believed were under investigation. And, quote, Mr. Menendez then took the paper, folded it, placed it in his pants pocket. It's allegedly referring to a Uribe associate as well as accused co-conspirators who have pleaded not guilty along with Menendez and his wife. And it gets better at another meeting, punctuated by cigars and brandy. Uribe alleges that Menendez was boasting about having got this done, saying, quote, I saved your ass twice, not once, but twice. Quote, I give you your piece. So he summons her with a bell, has the guy write the names on a piece of paper, then tells him over brandy that he got the job done. And this is a U.S. senator. Now, the defense, they've done a lot of to blame the whole thing on the wife, Nadine Menendez. Attorneys describing her as a tall and beautiful global woman who grew up in Lebanon, emphasizing that they had separate finances. And when she wanted to pay off her mortgage, actual gold bars, quote, Bob thought the gold was from her family. Again, isn't wife blaming big in the news recently? But here we are on day 3 of this explosive testimony, 5th week of the trial, piles of damning evidence. And besides small coverage in the media, it's getting almost no attention from the partisans in Washington. Menendez just recently announced he's running again as an independent, prompting no condemnation from Democrats or calls for his resignation. In fact, the most that Senator Chuck Schumer has had to say is that he's disappointed by Menendez.
Senator Menendez is facing another round of indictments. Is it time for him to resign? And if it's not time yet, what will it take?
Look, the bottom line, as I've said, the Senate has certain standards that we must live up to. I am very disappointed that Senator Menendez has not lived up to those standards.
Disappointed. Apparently not disappointed enough to call for his resignation or even comment on Menendez running again. In fact, according to CNN's Manu Raju, Schumer wouldn't even say last week that he'll support the Democrat nominated for Menendez's seat. And why aren't more Republicans and the right-wing media making a bigger deal about this? Why? Maybe because it goes against a key election year claim that the DOJ only goes after Republicans. I mean, Hunter Biden found guilty today, discussing another embarrassing trial for a powerful Democrat. I guess kills the narrative. I don't know. Joining us now is former New Jersey Senate candidate as a Republican and investigative reporter, Alex Zdan. Thanks for being here, Alex. Appreciate it. All right, so look, you ran against Menendez. You know the politics here. What the heck is going on that no one's really following this?
I think you've got a point that it doesn't fit into convenient narratives, but here's the narrative as I see it from New Jersey. Bob Menendez is corrupt. He's been corrupt for 30 years, for his entire political career. And now the chickens are coming home to roost. He just has the good fortune to be on trial at the same time as former President Trump and Hunter Biden. Bob Menendez should be sending those two guys fruit baskets every day because their cases have pushed his off the front page. And I understand that the trial of a former president is certainly significant. When you look at the content of that trial that former President Trump just went through 1 block away from the courthouse where Menendez is on trial, it amounts to creative bookkeeping. Menendez is accused of darn near treason, selling out his seat, selling his soul, selling out his constituents to unfriendly nations, nations that are not predisposed to like the United States, Egypt, and Qatar. If you're looking to a threat to democracy, which the media bangs on all about that they want to protect us from democracy, a corrupt U.S. senator is a threat to democracy.
So, I mean, again, talk to me from the Republican side. It sounds like maybe you agree that it doesn't fit into the narrative. Maybe from the Democratic side, they don't want to talk about it because it's a really embarrassing moment for a Democrat. But as you've been following this case for over the 5 weeks, it's got everything, right? I mean, the idea that the guy's saying he's ringing a bell for his wife to come in. I mean, this is crazy.
The way you were describing it, it's almost ritualistic. It's almost like a religious service. Bob Menendez giving his blessing to this guy to not be worried. Bob Menendez as the high priest of corruption, dispensing his wisdom with the aid of a bell.
And by the way, in the last trial, he got off. And there are many who are watching this case who think that it'll be tough to get him convicted in this case too, right?
Well, it certainly depends on how official acts are defined, because don't forget, the Supreme Court tightened the rules around bribery cases. So now the senator has to be found guilty of doing something official on behalf of his now person who's testifying against him or his wife. That's going to be tougher than it was just a few years ago. But the senator got a hung jury in 2017. He escaped by the skin of his teeth. And I think that's the narrative here, too, that we need to keep in mind, that Bob Menendez has crossed the Justice Department once. And once you do it once, they don't want you to be able to do it again.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.